Hi, I'm Bethany Couchman. I work for Eagles Rest Ranches, my family's business out in Merced County, and I am a current Almond Board leadership participant. I manage my family's almond orchards at a couple different sites and help organize crews into different activities during the week, schedule our irrigation hours, along with nutrients like fertilizer. Um, and sometimes I participate in that myself. I'm out there pruning, mowing, suckering, trying to figure out solutions to some of these headaches or problems we run into time to time. So I'm also a little bit of like a detective trying to figure out what's happening and what we need to do next. I think the most challenging part about my job is like the endless factors that go into farming because it's not totally in your control. And so a lot of things are moving parts and nothing is quite as precise as you'd hope it could be. And so when trying to guide your business and your orchards into, a next level, better, more efficient, sometimes these challenges aren't so like easy to put into a box and check off. Sometimes it's just like this moving target you're hoping to, hit closer and closer each year. I don't know that I chose to work in the almond industry. It's more like it found me. My family has farmed almonds for the past over 20 years, and so it just seemed like a natural next step in my career. And so I guess I'm grateful that it's a pretty sweet industry to work in, and it's not something that I was super, forward thinking in joining, but I really enjoy how it kind of came through my family. We started in the almonds, and it was a natural progression that I joined in that as well. Straight out of college, I actually worked for Blue Diamond Growers up in Sacramento at their headquarters there. I started in customer service for the global ingredients division, had a like warm welcome and really got to learn all about the business from that perspective of handling orders and working with salespeople. And then after a year or so in that position, I moved into marketing within that same group and helped put on trade shows, helped prepare presentations and materials for new customers and new product ideas, and really got to see the business from a different perspective. I applied to this program because I had some colleagues at Blue Diamond go through it and really raved about the program. They were super encouraging about getting into the industry and learning about all the different aspects, learning about all the different like ways that the almond board promotes this awesome ingredient around the world, and really dive into some of the different parts of the industry that you aren't really exposed to, perhaps you don't know very much about, and also make cool connections with your classmates as kind of, a network or resources to go to. It's really hard to only choose one experience that we had in this program as kind of my favorite, but I really like how they all kind of put the pieces together. So, for example, we did a hike up in Pinecrest and we learned about how important it is to have strong mental health, resources to go to, friends to lean on, kind of a system. Also, we got to go to the Port of Oakland and talk to a representative there and walk the port, kind of look at these tall stacks of containers and wonder, my word, how are we going to get through this problem? So I mean, just the diverse range of activities has been really sweet. I think my favorite way to eat an almond is just the plain oven roasted almonds, like 350-degree oven for 20 or so minutes. But if I really have some time on my hands, then I love to whip out my all my baking equipment and make French macarons and take some time to color them and try to make perfect circles and hope that they like turn out perfect after putting them in the oven. So it's kind of a trial and error for me with that recipe, but that's definitely my favorite way to eat an almond. I think my easy answer would be dormancy because I can finally get a break, maybe sleep in a little bit longer. But actually, it's kind of right before harvest with that great anticipation. You've worked all year long and you finally see the almonds starting to open and dry out on the trees. You know that like a lot of work is coming ahead, but it's kind of the calm before the storm. One of my favorite places that I've lived was Chile. I lived in Santiago, its capital, for 3 months after college, working for an ag investment company there. I loved how Chile has a similar climate, geography, farming, a lot of everything very similar to California. I loved how its people were very friendly and welcoming to their country. And it had like really endless outdoor things to do, like hiking. It also has Patagonia, and it's kind of like the end of the world here in this corner of Earth. But it was such a fun and friendly place to visit. Outside of our almond industry, I'm really passionate about food insecurity. So I've worked with a ministry down in Guatemala that is local to that area and works with the poorest of the poor. And I've gone for several years and helped serve for about a week at a time. And what I really love is meeting people, hearing their stories, and trying to just say, I'm here to listen. So, and oftentimes in these circumstances, people are malnourished, generally food insecure, and could really use a helping hand. I think a couple of things that are on my bucket list is to visit the Northern Lights up in Norway, up in the Arctic Circle. Let's see. Another thing is to build my own home and have like a strong part in designing it and its landscaping. That would be really sweet. Um, but yeah, I guess the biggest thing on my bucket list is to continue to be a farmer in California.